At one point, I watched the GameOverse pilot, and I also watched the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9. Um, I'm down to like give my thoughts on those. It's just I don't want to spoil anything. So I guess spoiler alert. So I'll start with GameOverse because that was the first one that I watched. I'm gonna try and avoid spoilers, but if you're super adverse to that, I don't know, plug your ears for the next few minutes. But yeah, GameOverse, I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. Um, I wasn't expecting like not in like a bad way or anything, but I just wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. I just didn't really know what to expect going into it, and the first 5 or 10 minutes, I was like, okay, this isn't bad. And by the end of it, I felt like I wasn't doing it, but I felt like a little kid. Back when I was a little kid, like laying on the carpet, watching Saturday morning cartoons. Like I felt so giddy. I absolutely adore Kit. She's just oh my goodness. It really took me back, I guess. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of GameOverse. I really like how it was fast paced with a lot of punchy jokes, but it didn't feel very like jingling keys. Like it didn't feel like brain rot or like kids law or anything like that, if that makes sense. Like it was very fast paced, but it felt it felt right. And I think that's part of where that like nostalgia kind of kicked in, along with the fact that like Kit just kind of reminds me of like a classic cartoon heroine. And then on top of that, like there's actual substance to the story. So it's not just fast paced in your face. Like there's actual substance to it, which I really like, and I'm really excited to see more. My only critique, and it's really so minor because it's like as far as pilots go, like it wouldn't even be considered a critique, and it actually ends up being kind of a good thing that makes me excited to see more. I noticed I think because there's quite a few like experienced voice actors, but then there's quite a few voice actors that haven't done this type of work before. Like the folks who don't have as much experience previously with voice acting, you can I was able to see a very notable progression in how they sort of stepped into their character throughout the pilot. And that's not necessarily a bad thing for a pilot. So what I mean by that is like probably like the first quarter to the first half, it did feel like some of the lines didn't quite fit their characters. It kind of felt almost as if the voice actor was a little bit like not fully comfortable stepping into the role of their character just yet, is something that I noticed. But then by the end of the episode, I could see a very clear difference where they really started to step into that role and really started to feel comfortable in it. That's something that really stuck out to me. And I think if they had just done like maybe they didn't have time or whatever, but I think like if they had just done like one more go off the top to redo the lines for that episode after the voice actors became a lot more comfortable with their characters, and with voice acting in general, I think that wouldn't have been like a thing that I noticed. But it's not even like that big of a deal. Like as far as pilots go, that's literally the only like when it comes to pilots, like that kind of thing is actually pretty normal. In fact, a lot of times in a pilot, you'll see like throughout the entire episode, like voice acting is a little bit like it needs more time to just for actors to fall into their character a little bit more. So the fact that they were able to accomplish that by the end of the pilot episode gives me like I'm excited. I'm giddy. I'm giddy to see more. Yeah, that was literally the only thing that I really noticed or would like want to mention. But other than that, I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. I really like that, like I said, it was fast-paced, but not necessarily jingling keys. But they were still able to put quite a bit into that episode. Now, one thing I noticed a lot of people who have given reviews on this pilot, as well as like other shows, is a lot of people seem to take issue with the idea of a show being fast-paced. I like fast-paced because, especially in a series that isn't like super long, and also like if you have to wait a long time between episodes, it gives like it makes this is definitely not a word. I don't think it's a word, but like rewatchability. I don't think that's a word. I really like that. I like when I have an episode of something. That's what I liked about Has Been Hotel at first, but it kind of not so much towards the end. But also Digital Circus is that I could go back and watch the same episode multiple times and find something or discover something new or notice something new every time, because it's so fast-paced that often things would fly over my head. And it almost feels like I'm putting together a puzzle where I can keep watching the same episode and keep enjoying it almost on the, like, not quite on the same level as if I'm watching it the very first time, but very close. Much closer than something that isn't very fast-paced. And I like that. I like having that feeling. Like, I think we all kind of have that desire to go back and watch our favorite show for the first time and experience that feeling again. And so that's why I like fast-paced shows when they do it right. When they announced that Jay Schlatt was a VA, I had to do a double take. Yeah, me too. I was like, I wasn't surprised. Like, in the sense of like, I wasn't surprised he was going into voice acting. But I was just surprised that he was doing it, I guess. Like, he has the voice for it. Like, he has an incredible voice. And it's very unique. And it's a very, like, I mean, he made, like, a Christmas cover album. Because his voice is just very, like, unique, but, like, in a classic Hallmark way, almost. So I always had it in the back of my head. It was like, this guy should maybe consider voice acting. But I was like, he wouldn't, I don't know if he would be the type, like, I don't know if he would be the type of person to be interested in that. And then I saw the announcement and I was like, holy shit! It's kind of fun though, because it's like a schedule will come out and you guys will be like, oh, cool, this is what we're doing this week. And I'm sitting there right along with you being like, oh, cool, this is what we're doing this week.